I have pinned the link, GitHub link that on the chat window for the Git commands, so you can go through this. Okay, so today we are going to see the BDD. Okay, so what is a BDD and why we use that? Okay, so I think I'll just minimize this window. Yeah. Okay, so BDD full form is a behavior driven development. Okay, so why we require this BDD? We have actually the other models like Page Factory, and we are working on the Selenium. So what happen in some cases, business team won't able to understand this technical code. Suppose we are working with this first framework, the Page Factory model, and we are writing test case in this way. For example, if you are writing this code, so business team won't understand this code. Okay, because we have created the object of the class, we are just verifying the header, but business team won't understand this technical things. So for that purpose, we are just using the BDD. That's a behavior driven development. In behavior driven development, we are simply putting sentence like this. For example, user is logged in. So behind that, there is a code for the login of the user. Then after, if we are performing this operation, click on logout button. At this line, we are just putting some code in the background that user should be clicked on logout button. So this is a plain English language sentences used in the BDD. Okay, that is a benefit of the BDD. So business team or any non-technical person can understand these test cases easily. Okay, so we use Cucumber for this. So I'll just go through the setup for this BDD. First, we have to add the dependencies. So I'm opening the pom.xml here, minimizing the console window. Now BDD mostly works with the JUnit, but we can also bind up that with the TestNG as well. Okay, so I'm just using the TestNG because that is having more feature as compared to the JUnit. So dependency, you can see it here. I'll just share this pom.xml with you. So we can see the list. We need this Cucumber, JVM deps, then Cucumber JUnit. If you are working with the JUnit, then again this JUnit for the JUnit dependency separately. Then we are working with the Java language. That's why we need this Cucumber-Java dependency as well. Then if you are working with the TestNG, Cucumber TestNG, then we have to download this dependency as well, Cucumber TestNG. And then other dependency which are required. For example, this extend report or Selenium Java, that as usual, we are using in the other project. Okay. So either go ahead with the test JUnit or TestNG. Okay. So I am going with the TestNG. I will just show you what is the difference between when we are using the JUnit and when we are using the TestNG. There is very minor difference in the configuration in the runner file. Okay. So this thing we have to download as a part of dependency in our project. So then I'm going for the three basic component of the BDD. Okay. So first is a feature file which having the extension dot feature. Okay. Second, step definition, where we actually write the code for this feature. For example, this is a line in user is logged in. So we have to write the code somewhere so that user will be logged in. Okay. So this code is written in this step definition code package. Okay. In any class in this step definition. And to bind these two things, feature file and step definition file, we have to just tell this Java compiler, we have to execute this feature file by using the step definition. So there is one another file. So we can use these options, features and glue. So it will just execute this feature from this step definition file. Okay. So this is a package name, step definition. So we can just match the step definition, and this step definition is having same name. And this is a path for the feature file that we have provided here. Any doubts here so far? Okay, fine. So now you can see, first we will just simply write a feature file and then we write a code. Okay. So this is a feature file. You can just remember the syntax feature, and then we have to provide some feature name here. Then the description of that feature. Okay. For example, I just write a feature like a login. I will just put like this login feature. And then description, the purpose of this feature is to verify the login. Like that, I can just put the description. Verify login functionality. I will just put like this. Okay. So in the one feature, there might be multiple scenarios. Okay. Suppose we can just log in, we can log out. So we can just write a scenario here with the keyword this scenario colon. This is a scenario name now. Login and log out the user. Okay. So what are the steps here? So I'll just deleting this. Okay. So what are the steps here? So to log in and log out, I'll just put given user is logged in. Okay. So now automatically it come into this different color, violet color. Okay. So come into this color. We need one plugin. So I'll just download that first. Go to the help, Eclipse Marketplace, and simply search for the BDD in the find text box. Now I have already installed, that's why I'm not downloading. I will just show you how to download that, how to search that plugin. BDD. Okay, you can go for this natural 09. So it will just do the color coding for you. So this is a keyword feature. This is scenario. This is a keyword. This is again keyword. We can say this is in Garanki language. Okay, so you will get this color coding by using this natural 09 plugin. Okay, and extra, if you want some extra functionalities, I'm not sure about this plugin. This come into the recently, so I'm not using this. But if you want some extra functionality, you can download this as well, Cucumber Eclipse plugin. Okay, but this is not actually required. You can work without this as well. Okay, so I'm just closing this window. Okay, so this is my first step. Given user is logged in. So mostly given is what? Given means it's a precondition. Okay, so when the user is logged in, when given, yeah, user is logged in. No, I'll just put when. I will just tell you the syntax first. Given when, then I'll put then. Then is for the verification. Yeah, in when I'll just put click on logout button. Okay, and then user should be logged out. This is simple scenario. Okay, now I'm getting this given when then in different color. Okay, so this is a precondition. This is a step, actually action we have to perform, and this is output, means we are expecting this user should be logged out. Okay, so now we have to write a code for this. Okay, so now simply I'm executing the code. Now not this, I have to execute another file, this class, another class. So yeah, so I'll just explain this again. So this is a feature, this is a keyword, this is a feature name, this is a description. We can give any description. This is incorrect. Yeah, I'll delete this. I'll just make it as camel p. Okay, so this is again keyword scenario. We can have multiple scenarios in this feature file like this. Okay, I can give any another name here. Okay, I'll just give the demo. I'll just create logged in to application. I'll just making some difference from one scenario and another scenario. Okay, and like this we can just create another scenario as well here in same feature file. Okay, so now I'm going to the runner class. Okay, so runner class, we have to create any class which extend abstract test ng cucumber test. Why we are extending this? Now I'm using the test ng. That's why I'm using this extend abstract test ng cucumber test. Okay, otherwise we have to keep this like this way if you're dealing with the JUnit, and you have to use this line number 6, run with cucumber.class. Okay, so when we are using JUnit, you have to go with this code, run with cucumber.class, this @cucumber option, this feature file where you have put that feature file, and where is your step definition by using this glue keyword. Okay, And when we are dealing with the TestNG, you don't have to use this run with, because it's a JUnit feature, run with, and then we have to extend this with this abstract TestNG Cucumber test. So I prefer to go with the TestNG. Okay. So now I'm again coming back to the feature file. Now I want to write some code for this feature file. Okay. So I'm just keeping one only. And now I'll execute this runner file. Right click, run as TestNG test. I have not yet written the code. Okay. I have simply put this feature file, and I want some methods that I have to call when I running the feature file. So I'm just reading this output. Now you can see you can implement the missing steps with the snippet below. Okay, so because I have not implemented that feature, so we can just simply copy this unlimited method from here. Just copying this, and I'll just paste it. In this step definition now. Okay, in step definition package in any class. I'm just using UI test class now. So simply I will put it here. So I don't need extra efforts here. Okay, so whichever the method are not implemented, it will just print into the console. You can simply copy that method and paste it here in the step definition package. Now I want to import some packages. Sorry, not class, some annotations here. Okay, so I'll just simply use the shortcut Control Shift O. I'll import this everything which is required. Okay, now I'm not seeing any error. Now I'll simply write a code here. For example, it is code for the user is logged in. So now I'm not writing any Selenium code. I'm just printing some sentence here. So you can write your Selenium code here to user to be logged in. Copying the method name. I will just put like this. The intention is to tell that we are calling this method when we are executing feature file. That's why I'm printing this sentence. Okay, so now I have implemented method as well for this feature. Now again, I'll go to the runner class. I'll execute this class. Run as TestNG test. Now I'll open this console. Now you can see we are printing this method inside user logged in, inside click on logged out, then user should be logged out. So we can see we have executed this code by using this BDD framework. Okay, there is one scenario with the 3 steps. Okay, one scenario means this is one scenario. These are the 3 steps. Okay, so that's why it printed 3 steps here. Okay, and it's a time taken to execution for the execution. It's a past feature. Then you can read these logs. Okay, now what is this given? You understand, guys, for this? Any questions here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Are there only the 3
Events
keywords used?
scenarios are like the scenarios what we are doing. Okay. Even called as the prerequisite in simple words. When is we can call it action, and then we can call it some more actions.
Given actually is the precondition. When is actually the action, and then is verification.
Yes. Yeah. Because and is some more action, and then is
okay. You have to put the and as well. That of course you can put and as well.
Correct.
Here.
Correct.
And you can put some another sentence here. If you want to put some extra sentence here, you can simply put and you can put extra sentence there. That's fine. It is supported for everywhere. Given and also after when also we can put the and. Suppose if you want to perform some another action, we can put and here as well. Just putting some random things here again. Test. Okay. Why it is not giving? It should be camel case, right?
First camel case.
Yes. So you can write like this as well. Okay, it will support. In the end also it will support. You can write this.
Yeah, we can write n number of times this and then when.
Yeah, we can give it a number of times. Yes, we can give. Actually, this is only for the make the reading easy. It should be more readable. Okay. So if you don't want to put anything, you can simply replace it with the star. That's also perfectly fine. But there is no mean.
We are calling this language Gherkin language, right, sir?
Yes, it's a Gherkin language, right? If you don't want to put anything here, we can simply go ahead with the star. It is supported here.
To comment, we are using star because I think we are using hash to comment, right?
No. Here actually we can use the star in place of that. And let me try. I think it is not supported here. Not for comment actually. I'll just try you hover the mouse here. It's not for commenting purpose, but we can replace any Gherkin keyword with the star. That is supported.
Okay.
Let me execute this and let me check if star is supported, because there might be some change in recent version, but earlier it was supporting to put the star. I'm just executing this existing code only. I'm getting error. I think that support is not there now. Let me check. Not this. Let me go for the console. Yeah, it is executing. You can see it is not giving any error. So I think we have to keep then as is, because if I'm replacing then with the star, it is giving the error. So that is also supported. That is also we can call as one feature of the BDD, but it's not recommended to use because star is there is no mean of using star.
Yes.
Reverting the code. Okay. So suppose you have written multiple scenarios here. For example, this and this, and you think there are few steps which has to be called before every scenario. Okay. So in that case, what we can do, you can simply use the background keyword. There is no suggestion, we have to type it out. We cannot use the control space here. Background, not like that. Suppose user is logged in. We'll just put it here and we'll try if it is showing an error. I think there, yeah, okay. Now why it is showing the error scenario? What's happening here?
So you can use scenario outline instead of scenario.
No, we can use scenario as well. That's fine. No? Scenario outline. Suppose if you want to execute test case multiple times for different data. In that case, we go ahead with the scenario outline.
Okay.
Now I want to execute test case with a single data, so I can go with the scenario.
Okay.
Now why it is showing error? Background is actually if you are using background, this sentence will be executed for every test case.
Yeah.
Before scenario started. Okay.
You can call it as default. Like whenever we are executing, background definitely will execute first, and then after it will go with the other things, right?
Yes, right. I think there is some syntax error. It is required ... plus loop did not match with anything input scenario. Not sure, but I'll just correct this in next session. Okay. Fine. So yeah. So you don't have to create this method manually. You can simply go ahead and just execute your feature file, and you will get this method in the console. You can just simply copy paste and implement that according to your own requirement. Okay, suppose now I'm changing one method here. I'm just reverting the extra code from this. Suppose I just put some name here. Sorry, I'm just putting one name here, user Yogesh is logged in. Okay. Now I'll execute this code again from runner class. Nets, test. Just open the console again. Now we can see we got this new method, because in the test case now, in the feature file now, I'm just passing the name, actual data now. Okay. So we can simply copy this method from the console. We can paste it into the step definition file. I will just put just below the first method. Okay, now you can see the difference. The first syntax was user is logged in, starting with cap, ending with dollar. Okay, and then it's taken, starting with cap, ending with dollar, along with this data. Suppose if you are passing in a data, it will just provide the syntax to us. Okay, we don't have to remember this syntax again. We can just execute the feature file, and then we can generate the syntax. Okay, now we have passed Yogesh into the feature file here. You can see. Okay, so string argument, that argument also we are just, it's automatically generated. We are just passing this argument, and we can just use this argument to use into our code. Okay, so I'll just printing this sentence again, and I will just print this argument as well. Plus args. So what will be the output for this args? So it will be inside user logged in, and then it will print name Yogesh. You can executing this, just again see the code. I'm just minimizing the windows. Okay, so now I'm executing again runner class. Now you can see inside user logged in, and we are printing the Yogesh because we have passed this Yogesh from this feature file from here. Okay, now suppose you have written multiple scenarios and you have a big framework for the BDD. So you can simply go and click and just hover the mouse over the feature, that step. Simply go inside the definition. If the test case spelling, you can just navigate by using this option. Okay. And any questions so far? Guys, this is basic BDD. So next I'll just go with the scenario outline and the data, how we are passing that thing. I can go.
I have some doubt.
Yeah, Diksha, tell me.
See, in UI feature class, you have given some keywords. Okay.
Yes.
So can we write the particular keyword for the twice, like when and then?
Yes, we can write, but actually the sentence should be meaningful.
Okay.
Like this, suppose if you want to put, I'm just copying the sentence. Logged in. Yeah, you can just repeat the sentence as well. That's not an issue. It is just for reading purpose. It is not playing any actual role in our test cases. Okay, suppose if you are reading like given user is logged in, when clicked on logout button, then user should be logged out. This is a meaningful sentence, right? So anyone can understand what we have written there. That's why we are using this keyword. But if you want to use multiple time, you can use that. There is no harm.
Okay, but I didn't understood like why we are giving this sentence here. Like when we need to give the user to execute this program for that purpose or for what purpose?
No. Actually, this mostly this BDD file, this feature file written by the business person. Okay, not by the technical person. So he will write in this format only. Given, suppose this is a precondition, you have to execute this, then you have to perform this action, then you have to verify this. In this format, they will provide, and then you have to write a code for this.
Okay, so on this basis, we need to write the further codes like this.
Yes. We have to generate the method, and we have to write a code inside that method.
Okay, and now in the step definition package, when you overrided that given annotation, first it was without argument, now it is with argument, correct?
Yes, yes.
So in output, it overrided the above output. So will it override the given thing? We didn't
Yeah,
call the
you can
first
see the
output.
difference. You can see the difference. The first one was a different one. Now I'll just type it again here. I'll just copy this. Just paste it here. I'll just delete this from here. Okay.
No. You don't. You don't write this sentence. Without this sentence,
Huh?
there
It
are now
automatically. Yes. It will
two given
automatically override.
annotation. Okay, it will automatically override.
Yes.
Okay.
Because we have make some changes in the feature file, right? So if that feature file and step definition is not matching, it will automatically create the method for you in the console.
Okay, but the method will remain there only in step definition. Just it will
Yes.
get overrided
It will.
into the output.
Yeah. Right. It will override. It will
Okay,
overload
and
actually. Yes, we can say.
yeah, okay. Yes. So in runner class, is to be written. Nothing is to be written in runner class.
No. This is only for the execution purpose. Now see, in normal framework, we are just using the test engine to execute test case at the test annotation, right? So here there is no facility to use at the test as of now. So this is only to combine this. Means it just bind the feature file with the step definition file. That's the intention of this runner class.
Okay.
Means we should know where is the feature file, where we kept the feature file, and where we kept the step dimension file. That's it. That's the intention of this Cucumber option. That's it. We are not doing anything here. We are not going to change this code later. Okay, this will be exited.
Okay. So thus in future, if we write all the classes, including we need to write the code using page factory and all and all.
Yes,
So
of course you can use. Yeah.
This runner class will help to execute that code also.
Yes. It will just point out where we have put the feature file and where we have put the UI test. That's it. Forget about the other part.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, actually here we are not using @test annotation, right? If you are seeing here, we are not putting @annotation. Okay.
Yeah.
So we cannot execute this class directly or this class directly because we cannot execute this individually because this is this is actually the combined. Actually, you can say we should bind this with this. Then only we can execute. So these are simply methods in the step definition, and we are calling this method from the feature. Okay. So we are not using @test annotation. So that's why we have to run with runner class. Okay.
Yes, got it.
So suppose in test engine we are making the grouping, right? So suppose we have to make we can just making the groups like a smoke, sanity, or end-to-end test cases, right? So here also we can just put the tag over here like this. So it will be from @gate or suppose I'll just put the smoke tag. So we can include this tag and exclude this tag in the runner class. That configuration we do.
Okay.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Any more questions?
Code once, no, UI test.
Yeah.
Show this code once.
Yeah. These are the simple methods. You can see @given and this user is logged in. We have written in the feature file. I just going again here. Just copying this for your understanding. Pasting it above this method. Commented. Okay, so this is a feature step, and I'm just copied this from the feature file and just pasting it here in the step definition. You can see given, it's a given, okay, and user is logged in. It's the same, only we are just putting the cap at the start and dollar at the end for the normal sentence. Okay, and if you want to pass any parameter, you can simply you have to write this syntax. Okay. Again, you don't have to remember. I'm telling this. It will be automatically generated. That's fine.
And keyword is used to write the extra sentences.
Yes. Suppose the user should be logged in and home page should be open. Home page is open. ऐसा कुछ लिखना है तो मतलब we have to write this syntax. Okay, and user is on home page. We can write this. We can write this. Okay.
Okay.
Miss extraction के लिए हम use कर सकते हैं इसको.
Okay. So every keyword gets overridden in step definition.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
If this syntax is not matching, suppose I have used this user is logged in, this method is created. Okay. So suppose if I'm making any changes here, suppose I'm just putting logged into the application. So now application. So now this is not matching anywhere in this file, right? This user is logged in application. So simply it will create a new method for this.
Okay.
Okay.
Even you add your word, it will consider as the new keyword.
Yes, 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 yes. If I'm making some changes in the step, so it will, if it is not matching with the step definition, it will create a new method for that. Simply, just remember this part.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Any more questions, guys? Okay, it's a BDD. Actually, I have prepared for this much only, so waiting for questions, guys.
Can you show through this how we can open the Chrome browser? Like we have written the base class, okay, base to open the Chrome condition and to close the application.
Yes,
so
yes, yes.
How through this we will go through that class and open the things?
Okay, so I'll just creating one package here.
And does this packages comes automatically when we put all the dependencies and plug into our project?
No, packages we create manually. I have created this yesterday night.
Okay, so you have created one feature package runner and then step definition.
No, this is actually, feature package, you can say, right. Actually, this is not a kind of package, but we can consider it as a package. That's fine. Okay, and I have created this another class, one runner package, and I have created one this step definition package. That's fine.
Like when these are the packages, then why we are not importing it to one another? Like, does they have some special features that without importing they are accessing or binding each other?
Not getting your question again. Repeat.
When we use the class from one different package to another different package, okay?
Yes, you mean if you're talking, we are interacting with this feature file to this UI test, right? Step definition.
Yes, yes. So we need to import it, no? Then why we are not importing here? My question is that.
Which we are importing here actually. This is actually not a package, we can say. This is not actually package, real package. It is just looks like a package, but it's not package, simply.
Okay.
And we are just seeing the package, we can see this package and package name at the top in the Java class. It's applicable only for the Java. Okay.
Okay.
So this is not actually Java.
Okay. So
we can say it's a Gherkin. Yes, it's a Gherkin language actually. And along with the English, Gherkin language support multiple language actually, 3-4 more languages. I think it support Gujarati as well. I'm not sure Hindi is supported there. There are more 4 languages that supported by the Gherkins, but we are using English here. Okay, that's a common language. You should know.
So if we are using Gherkin language, we can use Python as well. Like you are right now, you are using Java.
Yes, we can use. Absolutely fine.
Okay.
Okay, means this file will be same. This file will be same. You have to just write this code, that inside code. This code in the Python. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And sir, where you are using the XPaths and all in the runner class, right?
No. XPath, no. Runner class is only for execution of the feature file. It will simply bind this feature file with the step definition file. That's it.
You have not used any of the XPath till yet,
yes,
right?
Yes. I have not used. So I'll just I will just write some XPath from existing framework, and I will just execute the test case.
So where you will write, sir?
I will just create a new package. I'm just going to the previous this previous framework. So I will just create a similar structure that I have used here, right? So I'll just copy this, except this test cases. I will just copy these pages, listener, common, and utilities. I will not copy this test suite. because we are using features here in the speeddd, right? So now I will just simply write a code for that. So
Okay.
first I'll just copy few frame. I will not copy everything now because it will create an error. It will take time to resolve. So what I'll do, I'll just simply create a package here. You got it, right? What we can do? What is the difference with the traditional and this page factory, not page factory, BDD? So we are not copying this test suite. Apart from this test suite, we are copying everything to the BDD, and we can write our test cases.
So does it means in BDD we cannot use the page factory only?
No. Actually, of course, we are using the page factory, but I am not taking this test suite. Means actual test case written here in the test suite, right? At the test. This package I'm not copying. Rest of the things I'm copying from this package, this project to our BDD project. That we can do.
Okay.
I'm just creating one package here. We'll put it as a common. I'll simply copy then this class from the previous framework. Paste it here in the command. It will give some error. Let me check what is the error now. Now I have to add the dependency as well because I have not added the dependencies. I'll just add dependency from previous project. While copying the dependency, just make sure the dependency which you need actually just copy that only. Okay. I'm not sure if I added Selenium. No, I'm not added. So I'll add it here. Correct. I'll just copy this 3. Extend report I have copied earlier as well. I'll delete this. Yeah, now the error got resolved from here. Okay, so this is before method, after method. Will not use this before method, after method now. I'll go to the UI test. I will just
that is for this is for wait thing.
Wait thing is it is just hitting this website. It's
Okay.
a best test case page. Not page, it's common class actually. Okay, I'm just simply opening the browser and just closing the browser and hitting this website in between. Okay, so I'll go to the feature. I will just change this scenario. Suppose user is logged in, that's fine. User, just like write like this, Chrome, open. And hit URL. I'll not put it. We'll just put the then sentence directly. Loads browser. Okay, and I'm deleting methods from this to avoid the confusion. And execute this runner class. In some cases, you won't get that method created in the console. So in that case, you can simply use the dry run as a true here. Okay. This is also one keyword. In some cases, you won't get that methods automatically created in the console. So this is the keyword for that. Dry run is equal to true. I have not required this now because it is automatically getting created. In my case, run as test ng test. Simply copying the method name from here. And in this method name, I will just put the code. Fine. Now base test case dot, yeah, it's not static. I have to create object update. Control Q to come to the last edited word. Base test case. Base test case is equal to new base test case. Step. Okay. I think it's a tear down. Okay. Done. If there is no error. Okay. Fine. Now I'm executing this feature file. From another class actually. Now I cannot use directly the feature file. I have to use the another class here. So, honest test engine test. Okay, open and close. That's it. There is no failure. Okay, Diksha, got it. How we can call this? Now, actually, I have just opening and then closing the browser. That's not called any page here. Okay, so directly I have called from the base. But in case if I want to open any page, I will just call that page, and I will just call this pre-step method there.
So does it mean that whatever we need to get it executed, we need to write it in a feature file?
No. Steps are here actually. Which action, which test case we have to write it. Suppose if you are performing some action manually, so that same thing you write in this feature file, and actual code to execute that scenario we write in the step definition.
Now what if I want to call here that takes screenshot extend report class and
Yeah,
this
you
one.
you can call that as well. That's fine. I'll just copying this.
So I need to write and take the screenshot by
yes,
the keyword.
Yes,
Okay.
right, perfect. And then you have to call this method that takes screenshot. This
And
one.
call the method in step definition. Okay.
Yep, perfect. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Show that code once down.
Yeah,
now
where?
which you wrote UI.
UI test feature. This one or
This write to this UI test.java.
Yeah.
No, I just understood. Thank you.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, Nagendra, tell me.
Sir, in a step definition, we call the object of test suits, right? I mean test cases only.
Yeah.
I'm asking, sir.
Yeah. Whichever method we want to call, we have to create object, right?
Yes, sir.
That's why I called this. Suppose you think this is repeated in every test case, every step, so you can just cut it from here. This alternate way. Cut it from here. Put into the top outside the class. Outside the not class, outside the method. And simply you can use in this way as well. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Got it. Now we have reduced one line of code.
Yes, sir.
We are just creating object once. This is the global object now. Because we have created this outside the method. This is a method simply. This is a method for us. Okay.
For example, we create different pages and link with the test cases, right? Different test cases.
Yes.
So here we use in public void Chrome operand in first given method. We create the object of test class, like.
Yeah. Suppose for example, I'm just comparing with the previous framework. So now here in the class attribute test, we have written this class attribute test.
Yes,
class
sir,
attribute test, new class attribute test. Same thing you can do there.
Yes.
We can copy this. You can use this method. You can just verify this header. That's same thing you can do.
Yes, I want to use this test method, so I just create the object of this class attribute page in
Yes.
given method. That's what I have.
Yes. That you
Okay.
can do absolutely. Yep. Okay. Okay. Any more questions, guys? Okay, fine.
Now what you said, like what we can create and all, what was this Nagendra was asking?
Yeah. Suppose, yeah, actually, if I'm creating every class in this new PDD, it will take time. I will just create it tonight and I will just explain that tomorrow. Now I'm just explaining high level. Okay.
I'm not worried.
Hello.
Actually, ma'am, we just using page factory method, right?
Yes. We are using the page factory itself in the BDD as well. That's fine.
There are various test cases and various pages that links to that test cases. So we want to call the method of pages, different pages. So so we don't directly call the pages classes. So because they are linked with the test cases, so we directly use the test cases object. Test cases class object. So here we reduce the lines of object method.
It's totally confusing for me, Nagendra. Just consider you have to open the any page. Suppose you have to launch to this home page, and then you have to click on the class that's fine, class attribute page. So what will you do? You will simply create object of this first class attribute page like this. I'm just copying this code from here, from the previous framework. Where is that class attribute? This one. We'll simply copy this, paste it here. That's it. And I have to simply, actually I have not created a page here in this project. That's why it is showing error, but I will write a code like this only. Suppose the method name is considered that contribute attribute page, class attribute page should be opened. Okay. So that time I'll just call this method.
Yes, sir. That's why I'm telling that we use a class attribute page object, right? And call class attribute invoke method. That if that invoke method in some another page.
Yeah.
But that link to that test case page, class attribute page. So we directly using here class attribute object, right? So here we don't have to write number of lines of code. It reduces, right? That's what I say.
Yeah, right. I got it. Okay, so what I'll do tomorrow, I'll just simply copy these pages from this previous package to the new package, and I will just simply automate few test cases in the BDD, so we'll get more confidence there. Okay. And along with that, I will just proceed with the few more concepts, that the data table and scenario outline, how we execute test case for multiple data by tomorrow only.
Yes,
okay, guys.
Is this done? This one?
Yeah.
I need to ask that how to push the code for the first time. You said